Hello, you're right. This is the last lockdown lesson. Hopefully, we'll all be back in September, and we're going to do the last lesson on the ecosystems topic, where we're going to look at human impact. Okay, the impact of humans on the environment. And what you did last lesson, you looked at the human population growth, and I did it as well. And I just monitored it for 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, the human population went up by 312. So it's modelling that. And that's an increase. That's births minus deaths. So 312. So there's been a lot more births than that. Therefore, I then times it by 30 to get 9,360 per hour. Then times it by 24 hours to get 224,640 in a day. And then that's 1.6 million in a week, increasing in the population. And just think to the first one, 312 in 2 minutes. There's 150 in year 8 students, so that's 2 year 8s being, that's what the world's taking on every 2 minutes. So obviously, because the world is increasing, the world population is increasing by that many, more than 1.5 million people a week around the world. Then that's going to put a demand on the environment. Okay, and that's what we're going to have a quick look at now. So where are we here, do you think? What am I showing you? I'm going to zoom out. Oh, there you go. Hey, school. Hey, good old school. And I'll zoom out further just to show Clitheroe. Let's get north facing north, and then we can understand it more. Just freeze Google Earth. It's the best thing ever, I think. So here's Clitheroe. Here's Clitheroe. You can see Pendle Hill here. You can see because it's a bit pinky on top because of all the heather. This is Clitheroe, and you can see all around here. There's loads of the classic kind of British patchwork quilt, they call it, landscape, where there's field. There's the River Ribble snaking round, and you can see where all the houses are. There we go. All the classic terrace houses of the old northern market town. And then you get into like the bendy estates in the newer builds, where you go driving, kind of get lost because everything's bendy. All these bendy roads that end up with like dead ends and things. So and obviously, if there's more humans, then people want to live somewhere. Therefore, we need to build more houses. And if we build more houses, well, people also need to be able to get to those houses, so we need to build roads as well. Okay, all this land used to be forest. Okay, all of it. Okay, so you can see little patches here. There's a little patch of trees. Let's live down Henthorne Road. Where's Henthorne Road's here? We're going here. Oh. Lost myself here. Never mind. Anyway, kind of lost my orientation slightly. Oh, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, this is Henthorne Road here. Yeah, so there's a little wooded area down here near to the river. But it all used to be like this, and we've chopped down those trees. We've performed deforestation to free up the land for places to live, roads, other infrastructure. So these are things like like buildings and schools. So there's the sixth form here, up Chapman Road, cricket pitch, so for recreation as well. We've used land for that, and there's our main school site. Not quite as attractive as the sixth form, but a nice greener area. Okay, and then there's businesses over here. And as I zoom out further, we've also got a massive quarry. So you can see it here. So again, the older quarries around there, where you might have been with Mr. Mumford when you've been on like runs at lunchtime. But this is the current working quarry, where they are removing limestone. Limestone's calcium carbonate. It's made by sea creatures. So this is where the sea was originally. But yeah, here the mining limestone, and therefore then there's the cement works where they're heating the limestone to make cement, which we're using to form concrete, that composite material that's used for making more buildings. When they've got all the limestone, I'm sure this will change into a lovely kind of like nature reserve, boating lake. Maybe it'll be an outdoor kind of like water sports centre. I think it's another 20 years, and then that'll be its fate, probably. Or maybe they'll use it for more housing, or maybe they'll use it for since we're used to having big chimneys and smoke coming out. Maybe they'll build a massive power station there. Who knows what they'll do? Or maybe it'll be a spaceport. That'd be great. It's a bit of buffering. So yeah, we need resources. So therefore, we do quarrying and mining. So more quarrying around here. As I go down, I'm going to get Henthorne Road right here. So here's Henthorne Road. Well, no, here's Henthorne Road. We'll get it right. What's this here? What's that? Anyone know? Yeah, well, that's the sewage works. So this is where all the sewage goes to, and then so this is a sewage treatment works. This is the slurry pit here where it's doing anaerobic digestion. These are sprinkler beds where it's spraying the urine and things onto gravel beds where it gets filtered and bacteria feed on it. So that needs space as well, doesn't it? Just a bit further along. Here we go. What's this here? What's that? Oh, that's Clitheroe Tip. Or if you're being posh, it's Clitheroe Recycling Centre. Okay, and then that gets taken away, and then there's and then there'll be some landfill. All these people need feeding, and therefore we need farmland to feed them all, and that's what all these fields around here are. Yeah, they're all arable farms, either growing crops or raising animals. Can we see any animals? Oh, there we go. Cows. Look at that. That looks more like a cat on its back that's massive, but I'm assuming it's a cow because it's black and white. And all cows are, aren't they? Apart from those that aren't. Oh, railway line as well. So there'll be a station up here as well, I presume. Oh, another field. What is that? Is that just a plain field? Looks like it. Anyway, hopefully, yeah, getting the idea. Oh, castle. Yeah, for defence. Amazing. Oh, playground, more infrastructure and recreation. Okay, so yeah, we have done loads and loads of this, of clearing land for the human population. Okay, and you can, as we zoom out and zoom out and zoom out, oh, I've kind of wrecked the UK a bit. Let's go to the Amazon rainforest. There we go. It's the Amazon. All the dark green is forest, but it used to extend over here. Did the forest? It's no longer there. There's little patches, but you can see now here where we've chopped it down. So you can see where there's still patches of really, well-defined forest, but now they've put roads through it. They've cleared the land either for the timber, for the wood, or they're going to be quarrying or the farming. This looks like a massive farm here. Again, all this was forest. If I was at school, well, when I was at school, this all was forest, and we are just clearing it. Okay, because there's a demand for meat, because the world population is increasing, and therefore people, I want a beef burger from McDonald's, and therefore, if the beef doesn't come from here, then the animal feed will come from here. Okay, so yeah, the fate of all this forest is pretty bleak, I'm afraid, if the human population continues to increase. Okay, so that was a quick look through the world. I know it's a bit bleak, but in the news today it says that the world population is going to start to decrease soon anyway, so maybe it might not all happen. So world population, yeah. So yeah, just in summary, because there's going to be a summary for you to work through after this. So hopefully you've been paying attention. Some of your feedback for school was that you didn't like having to kind of pause videos and go back, which seems to me kind of like not that much of a demand really to kind of pause the video and then go back to listen to it again because you've not quite understood the teacher speaking quickly, but each to their own, never mind. So yeah, demands on the environment. The population is increasing, so we need more housing, other infrastructure. Again, we're into kind of geography here, aren't we? But roads, etc., hospitals, schools, things like that. Farming, yeah. How much land do I, the Clitheroe view, most of it was like farming around it. So yeah, we need crops and places to rear animals, to feed us. Quarrying and mining. That quarry is almost like half the size of Clitheroe. It's enormous. But yeah, they're chopping down forests in the Amazon to do mining, waste disposal as well, and also leisure opportunities. And all this puts a demand on the environment. And we've been doing bits because if there's more humans, then there's more cars equals more emissions, acid rain. Okay, or there's more CO2 in the atmosphere, therefore that has global warming consequences, etc., etc. Okay, so I shall stop there. I'll wave to you for the summer, but there is another task for you to go at. But well done for battling on. It's not been easy, but fingers crossed we're all back in September, all being well, and we can get back to learning normally, which will be a treat, won't it? I think we'll all be ready for that. Oh, there's me into infinity. Look at that. Me, then me, then me, then another me, and then another me. A dream come true. Look at that. Me into infinity. Oh, infinity and beyond.